Imagine if you could reach all of your goals. How would that feel? Well, it's a no-brainer. I know, it would feel great, right? Well, in this video, I'm going to talk about why people don't reach their goals with a few strategies, so stick around. Welcome to another episode of Fearless and PowerTube. I'm Sharon Koenig of fearlesspursuits.com, and this is the place to be to create a better version of you. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I create videos all about online entrepreneurship, mindset, and intentional living. And if that sounds like something that you're into, consider subscribing. And if you're coming back, thanks so much for coming back. I appreciate you. It's the beginning of the year and a lot of people are talking about setting goals and achieving goals. And some people have no problem reaching their goals while other people really struggle with that. So I wanted to do a video to really help those people that are struggling. First things first, let's talk about what's at the core of why people are not reaching their goals. And then what I'll do is I'll work in some strategy to help you with this. So at the very top of the reason why people don't reach their goals, it is procrastination. Now think of the goals that you have set in the past. Some people think that they want to start a business, for example. Some people want to write a book, or maybe they want to lose 10 or 15 pounds. When we think about why people are procrastinating, generally it is because of one of two reasons. And the first reason is pain, and the second reason is pleasure. So when we think about procrastinating, I often think of my young daughter who I homeschool. Some of you have been watching me for a while. You know that I homeschool. That's one of the reasons why I have an online business, so that I can take care of my little girls while I'm earning money. And the thing is that when we're in the mode of homeschool, there are some subjects that she likes, tolerates, and some subjects that she doesn't, like math, for example. And then think back to maybe when you were in school and think about those subjects that you hated, right? And you knew that you had to do it, but for some reason you procrastinated. And this goes with starting a business, this goes with losing weight, or anything like that, because we all struggle with this. And when I think of my daughter, for example, she procrastinates. She knows the problems. She knows how to work the problems with math, but she just doesn't want to do it. In her mind, it's painful to sit here and do it. So the math class takes forever, and really it doesn't have to be that way. She just simply is procrastinating. There is not enough pleasure in her mind for going out and playing and doing the things that she wants to do. The pain of doing it is just so big in her mind. And I think of some of the clients I work with, for example. I can think of someone who wants to be a writer, wants to write books. And she is really struggling with getting these books written, and it's because she is perceiving a great deal of pain around doing the books. She is perceiving a great deal of pain around sitting down, organizing her time, and chunking out the writing of her books. So in a sense, what we're talking about here is a fear. That is the second reason why people don't reach their goals. There is a part of them that is fearful of something. So we talked about the number one reason being procrastination because of pain. They simply don't want to do it. They don't want to lose the weight. It's too painful to go into the gym. It's too painful to go on a diet, to eat greens, for example. Fear is one of those limiting beliefs that we have in our mind. We make up these stories in our mind about the worst case scenario that could happen, and it stops us. Often these stories aren't even true. What we think is going to happen is probably not even going to happen. So when I talk to my client about it, really her fear is getting out there and actually succeeding. Her fear is actually failing. Her fear is not being good enough. So we take a look at these goals, like she wants to write a book. She wants to create this business around writing books. And she's more afraid of looking like a failure. And this is something that is stopping her from creating a great deal of success. It's stopping her from reaching her goals. And now think about what it is for you. Think about your goals and what it is for you. Is it pain? Are you procrastinating? Is it fear of success, fear of failure. And the third reason why people don't reach their goals is based off of their past failures. That's right. When we think of reaching these goals, like I'll use losing weight as an example, a lot of people, especially in the new year, start thinking about how they want to lose weight or maybe tone up. So they start thinking about, oh, I've tried this and I've tried that and it didn't work for me. So, they want this goal and they write it down and they tell people they're going to do it, but in their mind, they're ruminating about all of the past failures and how, they would do it for a little while and then they would slack off and end up maybe even gaining more weight than when they started. And this sets them up to really not wanting to do it, because ultimately we're talking again about the previous reason, which is fear, and then the previous reason, which was pain. See, all of these are associated with one another. They're all part of the reason why people don't achieve their goals. Now, oftentimes we think about other reasons. So I said I was going to do 3, but let's take a look at some of the superficial reasons why people don't reach their goals. Sometimes it has a lot to do with not understanding that they have to map it out. They have to write down the actions. Sometimes it has a lot to do with their circle of influence. Sometimes it's people in our lives that tell us we're crazy for wanting these goals, especially the big, hairy, scary goals like starting a business, right? I think about someone I know in the gym who lost 100 pounds, and all of her friends told her that it was impossible for her to lose that weight because she never had, because of the previous year she said she was going to do it. And I think that's a pretty lame thing for her support system to do. But this is exactly what happened. And unfortunately, it really held her back until finally this last year, she actually lost the 100 pounds and looks amazing and couldn't be more of an inspiration for people. But we think about our circle of influence being who it is that lifts us up or who shoves us down. So this can be a very big reason why we don't achieve our goals. Also understand that lacking focus is a major problem. When we start to think about why it is we don't achieve our goals, sometimes it's just because we're looking at so many other things. We're looking at other people who are doing what it is that we want to do, and we're comparing ourselves, and we're starting to feel like we're not good enough, or that we simply can't do what it is that we want to do. So we lose focus. Sometimes we start looking at all of these shiny objects out there and we think that we want to do that too. But the bottom line is that if you're not writing your goals down, you don't have a plan of action, there's no way that you can actually stay focused, right? So focus is a major problem as to why people don't achieve their goals. All right, so let's just get into it right now. Let's get into a strategy that can really help you achieve your goals. Enough talking about why people don't reach their goals. Let's help you start off this brand new baby year with a bang. So you can stop the video at any point when you feel like you want to do this exercise. So first things first, get out a piece of paper and break out a pencil. What we want to do is we want to write down our goals. Oftentimes we can use separate pieces of paper for the different spheres of our life. So when we talk about our career, our professional life, you want to have a piece of paper or something that just is dedicated for that. Let's write down exactly what goals you want to set forth for your professional life. Maybe you are trying to transition out of corporate and into your own business. And that means that you need to write that goal down. And what we want to do from there is to actually write down the steps that it's going to take for us to achieve that goal. If you actually have not written down your goals and the actual steps of what it is you need to do, then you're kind of behind the 8 ball and you actually won't achieve your goals. Now here's something that a lot of people don't do, and I think is very important, and it is for you to write down why you want to achieve that goal. So I was thinking about that gal in my gym, for example, who wanted to lose 100 pounds. Now she wrote down why she wanted to do it, and the reason why she wanted to do it is because she wanted to actually play with her daughter, because her daughter was very active in sports, in soccer, for example, and she wanted to be able to play with her and do more with her. And that's a really big reason why. So now you've got your list of what it is you want to achieve. Maybe a piece of paper for your health, maybe a piece of paper for your wealth, maybe a piece of paper for your relationship, maybe a piece of paper for your profession. So what we want to do is write down what it is you have to achieve. Write down the strategies. Maybe you need to hire a personal trainer. Maybe you need to get a food service delivered or a personal chef. I did that once. It was amazing. So we have written those things down. Now write down why it is you have to achieve this. Now remember, we're talking about you must achieve this goal. This is another reason why people fail. If you don't have to do it, you might just give up and you won't achieve the goal at all. People get bored with their goals, right? And we talked about the shiny object syndrome. So if it's not a must, then don't do it. If it's a must, you must do it. Write down why you have to reach these goals. Now from here, it's really important for you to announce your goals. You have to tell a good support system, keyword, good support system. Yes, that's right. Now, if you don't have those people around you that will support you, then don't tell them. Because ultimately, all they're going to do is ridicule you. Yes, I know about that. That happened to me, and I shut myself down. All of the things I was absolutely obsessed about and passionate about, I was told I was stupid for wanting to have my online business, for wanting to homeschool my children, for wanting to compete on stage, for wanting to do a marathon or a biathlon. People actually thought that I was ridiculous for wanting these things. So you make sure that you tell your goals to people who will support you. This is really important. Now lastly, when you want to achieve your goals, you really need to read your goals every day. That's right. It's important for you to revisit these goals every day. So in this way, what we're doing is we're taking a look at why we're doing it in the first place. Because let's face it, if you wanted to lose 100 pounds, and I don't know you, I don't know where you're at right now, maybe it's just 10, 15, 30 pounds. Because I remember after I had my babies, I gained 25 pounds. Now I'm 5'1", and I'm normally like 110 pounds. So 25 pounds on me was a lot. And I had to lose this weight, and it was daunting. It was really difficult for me, and it felt like it was never going to happen. So it's really important when you're starting to revisit your goals, you've got to have that reason why you're doing it. You've got to jazz yourself up, because it's going to get tiring over time if you don't see any progress, right? We want to make sure that you're really in alignment with your goals, that this is something that really feels good for you. This is really important for you. If it doesn't feel good, it feels icky, kind of like with my daughter with math. She doesn't want to do it. So she's going to struggle the entire time she's in school because she hates it that much. Now, if we can make that mind switch, and I would love to make that mind switch for my daughter, that, you know, this is a must. This is something that we have to do, right? And the reasons why we want to do it is because it's going to feel good. It's going to lift us up. It's going to give us a tremendously powerful future, right? So this is something that is really important for us. So it's this mind switch that we need to have, and we need to revisit our goals daily so that we can keep that momentum going when times get tough. All right, so we know why people don't achieve their goals. I even gave you some bonus reasons, and I've given you some strategies so that you can take some action right now. Action is one of the reasons why people don't achieve their goals. But I know you are different because you're watching this video right now. You've got some ideas, you've got some passions, and you want to be obsessed with it. So you know what? A lot of people feel like it's not okay to be obsessed. Well, I am telling you right now, it is okay for you to be obsessed with your goals. And you know what? People are watching you. You will inspire people, and they will be motivated by watching you. So let's remember that we are salt and light for people in this world, because so many people really need to be lifted up. And that's right. we realize that all of this information has been said before, but yet somehow we need to hear it. We need to go to church, people, and we need to lift ourselves up, learn some more, motivate ourselves, inspire ourselves. And that's probably why you're watching this in the beginning, because you needed that pick-me-up, right? So people are watching you. And as you're achieving your goals, reaching your goals, people are going to be inspired by you. So let's really make this year an amazing year for us, right? And not just for us, but for other people who are watching. So I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. And if you did, give it a thumbs up. And if you have not subscribed, be sure to hit that subscribe button and the bell so that you can get notified of fresh videos when I upload them. This is Sharon Koenig. I'm out. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I create videos all about online entrepreneurship.